Welcome to my channel. My name is Salentia, and I'm a mom who's trying to get my family to financial freedom. I'm paid bi-weekly from my full-time job and paid 2 times per month from my part-time job. Today I'll be working on setting up my budget for paycheck number 2. Now the way that my budget is set up currently is that paycheck 1 and 3 are from my full-time job, which I use for my bills and expenses. Paycheck 2 and 4 are for sinking funds and savings only, because those checks seem to fluctuate so much. And what I decided to do is not stuff every envelope. Both of my paychecks for my second and fourth paychecks, which are delegated, like I said, for my sinking funds and savings. So I did rework my budget a little bit. I feel like some things need a little bit more attention than everything else. I've tried to put, a few dollars in and, this one and then a few dollars in this one. But I wanted to do just a little bit more focus on some of the things that are right now just seem like they're a little bit more important to me, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's go ahead and fill in these numbers. So first up are my annual sinking funds. And so for annual sinking funds, what I wanted to do was the boy's birthday. I wanted to do $10. Bear with me, I'm looking at my cheat sheet, and this is not normally what I would want to put into these envelopes because I've been doing this, steady putting money the same amount for the past couple of months. Okay, so for annual sinking funds, I believe just 40th birthday was $20. And I think that was it for those. Maybe I should write my notes out a little bit better, but bear with me, we're going to get through this. Alright, so next up is my rotating sinking funds, and we will move on to those. Nothing going into birthday, but budgeting, I decided $10. I did buy a Cricut Joy, so I do want to get some vinyl, maybe some sticker paper, and start working on creating some things for my budget. Car maintenance was $25. Clothing, $10. Nothing for electronics. Home needs, $40. And nothing for medical. Medical I'm trying to hold off on only because I do have an HSA card which has some funds on there, and so I feel like that can hold me over for a little bit. I am still going to stuff it, but I'm not going to make that my main goal or my main focus. So nothing for pets, nothing into rainy day. Self-care, $20. I noticed that I was spending my money, my personal money, on things like getting my hair braided and things like that, and I have a self-care envelope, but I wasn't really stuffing it, so I want to try to take some of what I have in beauty and then also put something into self-care and kind of work on making sure that I'm taking care of myself. And travel is getting $10. My uh-oh fund is getting $40. And my YouTube envelope, which is new, is getting $10. And that's basically going to be used for anything like giveaways, or if I need to purchase anything to do a YouTube video. Right now I have just the plain setup. I record on my phone, I upload on my phone, so I don't even have an intro, which I am working on, so look out for that. I decided that February would be the month that I would try to figure out how to actually make an intro. Alright, so next up we have Valentine's, which is getting $10, and then Christmas, which is getting $30, and then I believe that was it for my holidays, because I wanted to focus on other things. Alright, so moving on to savings. $5 for Victor, $5 for Vincent, and then $10 for Mommy. And the reason I put $5 here is because I take $5 from my paycheck for each of the boys, and then their dad gives me $5 from his paycheck for each of the boys. And then, of course, he has two other children. One of them do live with us, and so he puts the money aside for them. And let's see here. I don't believe I decided anything, nothing for Disney, nothing for LASIK, but the home down payment, I decided I would do, no, let me go back. I think I wanted 10, I did want to do 10 for Disney, so let me take that back. And nothing for LASIK, but the home down payment, I put $100 on my second and fourth paycheck, and then of course, my fiance matches that, and so that's why we put $400 in a month. And the $2 bills, of course, we don't count on those. If I get them, that's great, but if I don't, then I don't. Not a big deal. All right, and so I don't know if I've ever discussed this, I do put money away for tithes. I haven't decided if I want to share that amount. I'm just not certain yet. I don't know. To me, like, it wasn't a big deal until I actually started recording, and then it became like, man, that's pretty personal. So I don't know. But as it stands, this is what I have so far for paycheck number 2, which will be coming soon. So you'll be seeing that cash stuffing. If there are any changes or updates, I will let you know. So let me go ahead and put this back into my binder. Alright. And before I turn you loose, I do want to just check in with you and let you know how things are going so far for the month of February. So it is February 8th, and so far I have 1, 2, 3 no spend days. I feel like I'm spending quite a bit. Some of it I did anticipate spending. Like I went to the DMV, and that was quite an adventure. But you know, I have my bills set up here. So I just wrote out my bills. Once they were paid, I did highlight them in pink. So the only one that's not been paid yet is my cell phone bill, because if I try to make that payment ahead of time, it does restart my pay cycle, and I don't like that, because then if next month it's not on time, or you know, on schedule with my pay, then it messes everything up. So I just leave the money in my account, and on that date I just make the payment. And it does notate here that any no spend days are marked with flowers. I have my pay dates set, so the 10th is a part-time check, and the 25th is a part-time check, and then on the 12th and the 26th are my full-time pay. So I did have a couple of birthdays here. My great-nephew, I threw him a surprise party. He turned 1. His mom didn't know anything about it, so that was pretty cool. She was really surprised and emotional about it. And then I have a niece and nephew who are twins, and they're having a birthday celebration. I believe it's on the 20th, but their birthday is actually on the 17th, so that's why you see that there. I don't have any other plans besides the parent-teacher conference on the 17th as well, which is really nice because that's by phone. And so, I do need to update my trackers. So these are good. I'm really good about my water and praying, but walking, man, not so good at that whole walking situation. But I am ahead of where I was last month. Last month I only walked one time. So I'm ahead of the game. And then you'll see here there is a definition for the word freedom, which is the state of not being imprisoned. And like I said, I am on the journey to financial freedom. And so what I decided to do was choose the word of the day to be freedom. And instead of changing the word of the day, what I've decided to do is learn freedom in different languages. So if you have any suggestions of different languages maybe that I could look into, then drop them down below. I'm struggling. I didn't think I would struggle with trying to, I'm like, well, I think I know, quite a few different languages that maybe I would be interested in. but I'm already running out of ideas. So, and some of the things that I've looked up, well, not some of them, just mainly one, the Google didn't give the verbal translation, you know, where you press the speaker and then it says it for you. So if it didn't say it for me where I can repeat the word, I didn't use it. And then this is just my sinking funds, and I started the month at $2,486, and I have been using my sinking funds so far this month, and I am down to $2,282, and that's why I'm really looking forward to my paycheck coming soon, because this number's dropping and I want it to increase. And I'm struggling with the fact that I do have sinking funds, and I know that's what I'm supposed to use them for. But when I see that number drop, oh, I'm devastated by it, and I don't understand. I'm like, you saved it for that reason, so don't cry about it. So anyway, this is my bill pay. So what I do is pay my bills in the first half of the month and the second half, and by the end of the month I have my bill in total, and so when the next month comes, I'm prepared to pay for it. So in the month of February, I am working on the month of March's bills, and I need to figure out the rest of these that I haven't filled in the numbers. I have my receipts, so I need to go back and do that. And there's 2 sheets here because I'm planning on tracking where the money goes. So after I've used my money or paid whatever I'm going to pay with my expenses, I track mommy, gas, groceries, and household. Whatever I have left over, I roll into my challenges. So I want to document that here because the money's not going to groceries or whatever, it's going to a challenge. So I also want to document that. So these are just my paychecks set up here, and paycheck 1 and 3, like I said, full-time, so you'll see the bills here, and then 2 and 4 part-time. And so lastly, I'm working on this budget bingo, which this idea came from Cassie J. Budgets, and she has some really good ideas. Some of my things I had to repeat, and then I was just like, I need simple goals, so at the end of the month I can give myself a pat on the back. So I'll keep you posted on how this goes for the month of February. And I was thinking maybe of even just posting it on Instagram. And so for the month of January, for my budget bingo, I'll show you here. I got a blackout. So that was the main reason why I was like, okay, I'll try it again, but I want goals that I can, you know, that I'm already working towards, that are more likely that I will achieve. I don't want to stress myself out with trying to accomplish, you know, these crazy off the wall goals. But anyway, so that was all I wanted to do, was just give you a quick update and do a little budget with me for my paycheck that will be coming soon. So we'll go ahead and do a cash stuffing in the next couple of days. So I will see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. All of those things that can keep us connected. And I look forward to seeing you all in my next video. Bye, guys.